But I was like, girls, if you're going to give a number, you need to make sure that that number works for science.
These are the girls who said Fatalian and called it good.
But then I'm also thinking,
no
like,
math equation about wingspan. Hi, I'm Allie.
And I'm Sam, and this is the Nit Writs podcast.
Sure is. Today we are done with the main Zodiac series.
Yeah, which means that you all only have to listen to one more episode of us talking about it, and then we can move on. Maybe.
Yes, my Siri just went off when I said that. That was funny. Series, but yeah. Well, no, I'm sure we'll talk. Especially if you like the Ruthless Boys series, I'm sure we'll talk.
I have thoughts about Ruthless.
Yes.
Boys
Okay.
so
yeah. What are your thoughts?
Yeah.
So
I
you
want to
just
talk about
finished
Zodiac
yesterday.
Yeah, I just finished yesterday. And I had a crazy crash out. So like a couple of things happened all at the same time that did not help. So I caught a little bit of a stomach bug, a very little bit of a stomach bug. So it was like 12 hours. And then also I had like a lapse in my meds, like a 2-day lapse because of pharmacy problems in my meds. Now the meds that I take for ADHD, if you miss one dose, your body will tell you. Like your body will tell you. No. Separate.
Weird.
Well, okay. I think. Well, my daughter had a little bit of a stomach something going on, so I'm assuming maybe it was that. But yeah, it could have just been my meds because, like my doctor's like, if you miss a dose, like you'll get a headache first, and then like you could get like flu-like symptoms. Okay. Yesterday, I was in full like detox withdrawals.
Oh my God.
I was shaking. Hot flashes like I was a 60-year-old woman or 50-year-old woman, full like start at the back of your neck and just radiate. I had night sweats like crazy, and like I'm freezing and hot and freezing and hot, nauseous, headache, the works. But I did finish the book. I was like, I feel like shit and I need to take a nap, but I have to finish this book.
Finish the series like sick as hell.
Yeah. But I got my meds and I feel fine today. Literally like an hour after actually getting them and taking them, I was like, oh, look at that.
Oh, I'm good.
Okay. I was like, I'm exhausted, but I feel fine. And then I woke up today with a little pep in my step, so that was good. But yeah, I went through it to get to the end of that book. I was not as frustrated with like the final battle. So like me in battles, I read them, I get it, it's important, whatever, but it's like not my
I don't love it.
I don't always love it, right? Because I'm like, who's where? What is happening? It's, and it's just, like, oh, kill, slashy slash, kill, almost die. This person almost dies. Like
theirs was more interesting than that.
Yes, and like I remember when I was rereading Throne of Glass, and I mean, I think I texted you and I was like, dude, this entire book is just battles, like just battle, one little scene, battle, scene. So it is what it is. I was like, I could take 100 pages of a war, right? It's the ultimate last stand.
250 pages of last battle, but it's actually because there's a bunch, way more epilogue than I thought. I assumed there would be like 2 chapters of epilogue or something.
Yeah, there's a lot. Yeah, there's a lot of epilogue. Yeah, like I got to the epilogue and there was still like almost 2 hours left in the book. I was like, oh yes, okay, yeah. I was like, feed me this. This is great.
The Kindle version counts the preview of the other series.
It does. Yeah, so that's true. It does. So maybe it's like an hour still. Yeah.
But I didn't know that, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. And so the battle, I thought I liked it. I loved how everything worked out. I thought that it had enough, like there were some deaths that happened in that battle that I legit cried. Do you know who me? You know who fucking got me?
Mr. Underpants?
Milton.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, yeah, he did too. I was like, of
You
all
get
the
the
people
best
for me to be
after titles
sad,
with his stupid underwear.
fucking Brian.
And,
Yeah,
Nova.
and Nova, yeah, him and
And
them
Milton was
together.
also
Yeah,
and
well, and his
Hack.
yes, so the entire herd and Seth's entire pack, including his parents,
That
were
was so
killed.
fucked up.
Yeah, that was intense. So yeah, there was like, and then Justin even, right, like him jumping out in front of Geraldine to save her. But what got me was not his death. It wasn't that he died that caught me. It was when Max revived her because he couldn't do it with his with like normal healing magic, and he had to like sing the like siren song of life. And she's like standing there, and like her mom and dad are like, come on baby girl, like we got you. And Max is literally like using this song that he doesn't ever use, right, to like bring her back with this like crazy. Yeah, I was just like no. Like, and because it dragged on for so like just long enough that I was like, I swear to God, if she fucking dies, I'm gonna lose it.
And
Um
she's so dramatic, she immediately goes, "That's it. There we go." Like, in her head.
yeah. She was like, well, it was a good run. And then she's like, no, fuck that. I want to be here. Yeah. She's a yeah. And then I read
And
the
it's more
little
interesting from having read 8.5 too.
so much more interesting. I'm glad that
I
you had
didn't
me
read
read it.
that. I was like,
It was
"Okay."
so yeah, so much more interesting. Um yeah, and then the dead rising in the little clay fucking, you know,
So cute.
soldiers. Yeah, uh-huh.
Yeah, especially
It was a
since,
lot of
like, at the end of
I loved
8.5, they don't get their moment, and then they get it.
yeah. I really love that, like, when Lionel sees Hale and Marissa, he's just like, no fucking way. He was like, this isn't fear. I don't feel fear. And then at some point, like, he gets hit or something, or he falls, and he's like, a completely undragon noise came out of me. He's
So
like, and my
stupid.
face turned red from it. And I'm like, bro, you squealed like a bitch, is what you just
Yeah,
did. Um, yeah.
yeah.
I really liked the Pharynx like shift. I liked
Mhm.
that it was like, well, because like part of it is right, he's half fae and half nymph, and that in and of itself is not evil. It's,
Yeah,
you know, the added shadows and the heads and the souls and the all the other stuff. And so it was kind of, and you know, the fact that he like is a toddler still, right? He's been alive for
yeah.
a year. Um and so like even though he has the like cognition of a grown up, like not real, like he doesn't he's had
Can't
one
be
year of
old
life.
for a long
Yeah.
time.
And so like even in the like 7 years later or whatever, the 10 years later, I'm like, yeah, no, he's still kind of a kid. Like he, you know, it's not like he doesn't know what he's
Yeah,
looking for. He's just watching life happen and trying to figure out how to fit into it.
yeah.
Um
I wonder if he'll play a part in any later stories because he's never gonna die.
I don't think that that's true
That's
anymore.
what it says, but I don't know. It does seem a little fucked up.
Yeah, I think that once the shadows are gone, though, that he can die now. I mean, Lavinia died. She was supposed to be
Hmm.
unkillable. And so I think it was tied to the shadows. Because really, at the end of the day, he's just half Fae and half Nymphs, and both of those die.
Oh, I
One
thought
of
it
the
was
reasons
just because
why,
the death was like, "I don't want you," ever. It was like a
yes,
curse.
but I can see him like that being like a redemption arc for him. That like at some point the ferryman is like, okay, like
Alright, get on the boat.
you've earned your place or whatever, but it gives him more time to figure out who the fuck he is. But I even love that like in the epilogue when they're when they're burning the little Lionel plushie,
Mhm.
that you know Darius is like, Pharynx is off into the corner kind of whatever, he's like he's a normal fixture around here, but like when all of us get together he's kind of standoffish. And then even like Xavier like runs up and he's like, I thought you were flying with us. He's like, maybe next time. And like you could tell that even Xavier has been like, that's my brother too.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, it's cute.
Daddy Orion. Daddy Orion.
Mhm.
He's just
It
like, I'm
is.
gonna take all the kids. You guys make your pizzas. I'll take all the kids, and I'll just watch them and play. Like, oh my god,
Mhm.
yeah. And you know, Azrael, like that's what he used to do with Clara and Lance, and so he's just like, aw, well, yeah,
Yeah, that's so cute.
uh-huh. I
I
love
know,
that,
it's
like,
funny.
I love that his daughter, he's like already noticing that she like keeps following Seth's son around.
That's
And he's
gonna
like,
get interconnected.
yeah, he's like, of course she's gotta like a fucking Capella.
So you say Capella?
Or Capella?
Capella.
Capella.
Yeah, like acapella.
Capella.
It's so funny. I don't know how you yeah, what it actually is, but
Yeah,
that's
whatever.
funny.
I do love
Yeah.
when they get the kids when Caleb and Seth get the when they go to the hospital and get their babies, and he's like, we had like both of our like we inseminated on the same day, blah blah blah. One is like biologically Caleb's, one's biologically mine. And like the little girl has blonde hair, blue eyes, and the boy has like tan skin and dark hair and dark eyes. And he's like, don't tell me which one's is Caleb's.
I know.
And Caleb's like,
He's such a little
are
dumbass.
you? He's like, seriously, bro?
I mean, yeah, it's funny. Seth is their bit character.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
dude, the Pegasus scene was so funny. I was like,
The
after all of
that
that, like the rumors became true.
yes. And then he's just like, I'm not into this. I'm into you. And he's just like, it's fine, babe. You. I've done way weirder shit. And he's like, are you seriously talking about being with other people right now? And then I love when he's in the car and he's like, things got a little crazy last night. And he's like, yep. He's like, do you want to do it again? He's like, maybe. And he's like, oh, I already have so many ideas how I can go bigger and better. Like,
God, they're
Seth is
so
just
funny.
like, whatever
Tori would
makes
be
my
so
boot,
happy
my,
to know that.
yeah, huh?
Tori would be so happy to know.
Yes, yes. But Seth is just like, whatever makes my moonmate happy, I'm here for it.
Dude, you called that shit. Did I play dumb enough?
Yeah, uh-huh.
Honestly, okay, you know what's weird? Is that you I had just read that scene. Like I finished and then we got on and started recording. And then you said, "Oh, I just learned about mates." And I was like, "Did you now?" And then I was like, "Tell me." And then you said that and I was like, "It says it right there. I forgot about it because I had forgotten that that was a thing." So I was not expecting them. I mean, maybe actual like Elysium mates, but
Hmm.
I forgot about sun and moon mates entirely. And but it was weird.
Yeah,
You read that part right when I got to that scene. Uh,
nice.
so it was so strange, and I was like, "Okay," and then you guessed it. It was like,
There was quite a few. There was a couple things I guessed correctly.
yeah.
Some not so much, but yeah, I was like, I was like,
Mhm.
clearly. And it's funny. So I read the Big Ass Party,
Oh, did you?
and
Is that good?
it's oh, it's cute. It's such a fast read.
Okay,
It's like
I was like, I didn't.
it's like 2 hours. It's like 25,000 words. Super fast.
Okay.
Super short story. And yeah, Geraldine is a firecracker. Oh, she's so funny because he's like, especially because Max is like, you're as straight laced as they come, and because she says something about being a badass, and like Tori calls me a badass. He's like, why the fuck would she call you that? You're the most straight laced as they come, and this is after they've like buried Darius's stuff, and she's just like, I
Really, huh? They don't know each other yet. Is that why?
not really.
Okay.
It starts at the eclipse, the lunar eclipse, the first time they hook up. So they know
Oh,
each
okay. I thought it was
other.
way later.
But this
Okay.
was after, so that's right before the lunar eclipse is when Lionel snags.
Shadows.
Yeah. So they're not star-crossed yet. I don't, or yes?
No. Yes. Yes, they are.
Yeah, they are.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. But yeah, it just it's yeah, she's a little
Okay,
fire.
I'll read
It's
that.
so funny because he's like, he like tries to be dominant and she's like, shut the fuck up and let me do this. And he's just like, okay. She's like, I don't, and then like she's talking, he's like, I don't know why when you say the crazy shit, it gets me hard, but it does. And she's just like, oh my goodness.
So
Yeah,
funny.
they're super cute. It's also the scene where she tells him about being engaged. So there's a couple
Oh,
of scenes. So like it
interesting.
starts off with the lunar eclipse and then it goes to
So is it
the
focused on her?
it's just their two point of views.
Oh, I thought it was like a bunch of other people for some
Nope,
reason.
nope. So it starts off with lunar eclipse and then it says many moons later because then it's the birthday party. And that's
Mm,
after they're star-crossed and they're trying to like Darius is trying to make up for it.
mhm.
I feel like I'm getting my timeline mixed up.
Yeah, but it's okay. Just just a time.
Anyways, well, because I know that they're star-crossed at her birthday. Maybe she had already come back from Lionel at that point, and then he's like trying to make it up to her. It's a party. And they're star-crossed, and Darcy's all sad because Lance is in prison still. So,
Yeah.
and then yeah, and then you get Geraldine and Max's little like argument over her being engaged.
Got it.
Yeah,
That's
but
cute.
it's cute. It's cute.
Okay. Did you
Um,
read any of the other ones? So I haven't read anything except 8.5. In terms of like,
I haven't read
you
any of
know.
the other ones. I moved on to Ruthless Boys, and I have thoughts.
Okay, how far are you into that?
Chapter 10 or 11.
Okay,
Checking,
so you're
checking,
like
checking my Kindle. I should give my
10%
Kindle a
or something.
name. I'm on chapter 12 of book 1.
Okay.
And some of the exposition is a little bit, I was like, that's a lot for
That's
chapter
how I felt
1.
about Neverkeep. I was like, what the fuck?
And it was fine because, like, you know, it's like she's in the middle of doing something that's pertaining to what she's telling you about. So it's not just like, oh, I'm here to do like this, and then I'm going to tell you about the whole world. Like, it's not that egregious, but it is like,
Hmm.
you know, she's trying to find answers about something, and then she's like, oh, because a year ago this happened, and da da da, and I don't know, and I need to find out, and I want vengeance, and blah blah blah, and you're like, great, cool, just let's go. So it's only really like the first two chapters that I was like, that's a lot of just like, that's what the story is, cool, cool.
Yeah, that's and to be fair, that's how I felt about almost the entire first Zodiac.
And it's a murder mystery, so like that's kind of where it's fine. I mean, Crescent
See,
City was a
books
murder
sound
mystery
worse to
too.
me the more you describe them. I'm
I know,
broken.
I know.
I'm
But no,
sorry.
it's not like but it's interesting. It's still funny. Leon is it's just Leon. Leon's Leon. His characters, so there's a continuity there that I'm like, all right. There's
I
a
want to know
very
what dumb friend they have that they're basing these people off of.
Gabriel so far is wildly different.
Really? Like it is in
Gabriel
what?
is Gabriel is like kind of a Darius. He's
Like a brat?
quiet.
Like spoiled?
Well, no, but I mean he has far too much money. Oh, he's getting someone sees his he drops his atlas and it was like open to his bank account information and you see like tens of thousands of dollars that have been deposited to him by Falling Star.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh, uh-huh. Um which you know that's like
Yeah.
he said like he says that he sent money to Gabriel when, you know, whatever.
I don't remember that,
Uh
but I believe it.
yeah, he's because Gabriel says it when the girls are like he's like, you know, I need to see Falling like they find one of the tarot cards. They're like, this is from Falling Star. And he's like, oh my goodness, we need to find him. And they're like, ooh, bad news, bud. He's dead. And he was that professor. And he was like, wait, the fuck? You knew who he was? And they were like, yeah, how do you know about Falling Star? And he's like, he'd send me money like every month.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
We should
Because, you know,
definitely do it.
he like left him with people in
Yeah.
Alestria. Um, but yeah, so like already there's that little bit there that's kind of fun that comes into play later. But No, he is quiet and a little bit broody and kind of a dick. Um and he is like he's always described as like staring at the wall or like in deep thought. And I think it's because he like I think he's trying to wrangle the sight. Because at the end of Zodiac Academy, he talks about how like because he didn't have like a mentor to properly train with the sight, like it took him longer to catch up and it was overwhelming. And I think he even makes a comment about like when I was at school, it was overwhelming. And so I think that
Huh.
that's what's happening right now, but it hasn't said anything about that.
So, but he knows he has the sight. He just doesn't really know how to
Yes.
wield it.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
he's just
I was
being,
like,
I
I
think
thought that
it's,
was way okay.
no, I think it's kind of all the time right now. I think he's, because when he's trying to, after what Lionel does to him, and they're like, how are you feeling? And he's like, I just need to like work through them, let them all play out or whatever. And she's like, are you okay? And he's like, yeah, like it hasn't been this bad since I was in school, but like I'll get through it. I'll be
Mm,
okay. So I think that that's what's
okay,
happening. I think
interesting.
he's just being like constantly inundated with fucking visions.
Okay, gotcha. That is interesting.
Now,
Okay.
what I will say about this,
And
and I
it's
don't
from
know if
his
I,
perspective. Okay.
no, I haven't gotten a
It's
Gabriel chapter
multiple.
yet.
Oh, okay, so it's from her perspective.
Yeah, it's multiple POVs, but I haven't gotten a Gabriel yet. I've gotten Dante and a Leon and an Elise.
Interesting.
And
Okay.
I've gotten another character, which is in the memory chapters.
Okay.
It's a character who's not with them, so they're like, it's like 8 months ago. This character,
Okay. Interesting.
yeah. Um,
Okay.
it works. It's fine. Um, the thing that I don't love is and I get that I'll tell you why it could work, but what I don't love is that the like four people that she is trying to figure out if they did this thing see her and are like, I want her. No questions asked, don't know anything about her. They're just like, hot, she's mine. And it's not insta love, it's definitely insta lust.
Mm,
But then they're like
I don't
all
like that.
kind of competing for it. And it's like right out the gate, they're just like already kind of like at a dick measuring contest with each other and like trying to vie for her attention. And like,
Mm.
it's a little like, wow,
That's exactly
it's
why I didn't want to
chapter,
read it necessarily.
it's chapter 12. And
Yeah.
like, she's already kissed two dudes. And I think she's going to hook up with another one right now. Just like, there's no slow burn about this.
Yeah. I mean,
Which
and it
I mean,
could work, but you know.
now again, if they're mates, then like maybe that's the draw. Maybe it's like the stars are pulling them together and like creating this thing, and so like maybe. But it's just a little bit like this new girl comes and everybody just wants her, and I'm like, that's not how that works. But okay. Also, the only way that it does kind of work though is because it's like gang wars, turf wars, and everybody at the school at this point is like kind of expected to choose a side. Like you can't
Mm,
stay bipartisan. They're like, which gang are you joining? So yeah, so like there's like serious turf wars, and it's like
okay.
two gangs essentially, and you can't and so like there's constantly, it's kind of like how Darkmoor was when Lance was there, where it was like all these leader of these
Oh
gangs were
yeah.
like, you got to join one, you got to pick one, yada yada. So it has that kind of vibe to it. So that's the only way that I can kind of be like, all right, because they're like, there's a new person, they need an allegiance, she's relatively strong, like
Why isn't Zodiac like that in the later books? It's only 5 years before.
it's also a completely different school.
Oh wait, okay. For some reason, I thought they were at Zodiac, so they're
No,
not.
this is at Aurora Academy, which is the lowest
Ah, the
ranked
rival.
school, and there is some serious jealousy about Zodiac Academy. So like at some point, like Leon is like he's doing they're practicing pitball, and like the things that launch the balls out are only launching them like 20 feet in the air, and he's like, Zodiac Academy is launched 50 feet in the air. Not that I'm jealous. And he's like, this person on this team, like the air, whatever, fucking airbender bullshit. He's like, he's pretty good. He's like, he's no Lance or Ryan, but whatever. And I'm
It's
like,
so funny. Okay,
yeah.
so yeah, because Lance is at Zodiac, so
He's
there
at
he
Zodiac. There is a
could ways
crossover
get
between.
out of him.
There's crossover somewhere because I know that there's mention of like in Zodiac Academy. There's mentions of like when they played each other. That's when they met, and then
That's when they met. Okay.
I think that at some point Gabriel does the like foreign exchange, not foreign exchange because it's not foreign, but he does an exchange program for at Zodiac for a while. Because even they're wondering why he's even at Zodiac. He's the first person in 10 years to wield more than one um element at that school. And they're like, he has a lot of power. Why is he at the lowest ranking school?
Oh, okay, interesting.
Yeah, Gabriel is the highest ranking power at the school.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I will say if
He's like,
you
but it's like, why would you go to SDSU when you could have gone to Yale? It's kind of how it feels.
because yeah.
Cause party.
I have a secret EL identity.
Yeah, because the
Oh,
site told me that I needed to be here.
yeah. That's interesting. Yeah, I will say it kind of still sounds exactly like what I thought it was.
Yeah, Leon and Dante are friendly. I don't know so far as like friends, but they're friendly.
Oh, I assume they were
Um,
like childhood friends for some reason. That speaks to what they will become.
they're pitball friends. Um,
Mm. Do you
but
think it like kills it
but
that you know that they're all four like gonna be
no, I love it. I
it
don't
doesn't
care.
bother
I
you?
don't give a
I
shit. No, not
maybe it's
even
not
a
a
little
big
bit.
reveal. It feels like it should be a big reveal though. So like it feels like it would suck to know that going in.
No, I'm okay with it.
Mm, okay.
Mostly because I'm just here for the crazy ass ride that I know is gonna happen.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting because I also am like, how the fuck are they gonna? Because it's kind of how like remember how like Tori and Darius, I was like, how the fuck are they gonna like make this work? Because they like hate each other on a level of enemies to lovers that I have not really seen. And I was like,
Hmm.
okay, and now they're star-crossed. Like, well, how are they gonna make this work in a way that doesn't feel like
Stupid.
stupid or cheap? And so I'm kind of in the same space right now where I'm like, this is a really weird dynamic and should not make any sense, and I'm here to figure out how they make sense of it.
That's so interesting. Yeah, that stuff like that, it doesn't really interest me unless I get into it for some reason. But like part of what kept Zodiac interesting was I was like, maybe they're not. Maybe some other fucked shit is gonna happen. Because I
Yeah.
just delude myself into being like, maybe they won't. Maybe this isn't a romance, and they're actually gonna like something crazy is gonna happen.
Yeah.
But and I prefer it that way. But I mean, yeah, I think I don't know. I'll probably still read
And
it. But yeah, I
I
need to
know
hear
what.
your review of the first book, and that will
Yeah.
tell me how soon I'll read it.
Mhm.
If you're like, oh my
Mhm.
god, what the fuck, I'll read it right away.
Yeah.
But if you're like, yeah, it's okay, I'll wait a while.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's holding off of the crash,
Mm.
the book Hangover from Zodiac Academy that I was like, dude, I'm gonna be sitting here for like 3 days just thinking about these fucking characters if I don't just like keep going a little bit.
See, I held my crash
Um,
by just fucking working.
yeah, no,
But
I don't
yeah,
have that.
yeah,
Um, but yeah,
God,
so
that's so
I mean,
busy.
I'm enjoying it. I like seeing. I'm excited to see how Gabriel goes from what I'm seeing him on the page so far, which again, it's not any of his own POV. It's just what other
Hmm.
people are viewing of him, and it's
From
people
that
who
to
don't really.
Noxie.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Hmm.
yeah. Sorry, not
And
to
even
interrupt.
Dante is a pretty interesting. Like Dante has always been a really interesting character to me.
Yes.
And so he's a super interesting character even here. I'm like, okay, like I can, and like there's a little bit of a who done it kind of aspect, and so I'm like that it doesn't like real like doesn't really make sense that any of these people did this thing, but it kind of makes sense that this one also. Yeah, it's just there's a lot.
Yeah, I will say also, Darkmoor does not interest me either because it sounds. I don't want to read a prison story. Like, it just sounds stupid. I'm like, "I don't care. She'll get him
It
out, and she'll
inch
win, and I don't fucking
yeah.
care." Like, but I know that's crazy, and I know I probably would like it, but I just
Mhm,
it sounds ick. But,
mhm.
yeah, I'll wait for your review on that one if you read it too.
I'll probably
Although maybe
read
you
it
don't wanna read
too.
them. Do you think you'll get that kinda same thing you got with LJ Andrews when you read all of her books in a row that you'll, like,
Probably.
you need
I
to
will
pace
yeah, probably
yourself?
yeah, yeah. I'll
Okay.
probably have to, like, pause and, so I also saw that there is another Zodiac Academy novella.
Oh, yeah, yeah, it's coming out in December. I don't know, I didn't read anything about it because I didn't
I
wanna, like,
saw
spoil anything.
October.
Oh, you're right, you're right.
We're so busy in October.
So wait,
The
what is
new
that
4
about?
it's for the next 4th wing is supposed to come out in October.
Oh, that's why there was drama. People were saying that Yaros is trying to
Yes.
ride
Yes.
SJM's.
We're gonna
Do you
have
think she was doing
we're
that?
I don't know, but we're gonna have 4th wing. We're gonna have Zodiac Academy novella. We got another LJ Andrews, the her 4th book in the Ever series coming out, and then we got Akatar 6. Girl, I'm gonna be so in the weeds with books in October. I'd be like, just give me all the books now, and then you don't have to buy me any Hanukkah presents.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna be
Wait,
so
wait.
I'm just
What date? Hold on. We have to figure out what exact date because then it'll tell us. We should just dude, yeah. Oh my god. Usually October is busy. Wait.
yeah.
Well, it's I'm getting a mix. Some people saying, okay, 9/29? Is that true?
For
Wait, that
what?
says September 2027 for fourth week.
Okay, okay.
Okay, so that's good. And then what else?
Regardless, there's
Oh, LJ
Zodiac Academy
Andrews,
10, LJ Andrews. Stolen Crown is what it's called, which is the 4th installment in her Ever series.
October 27th for
Yeah, for
October.
LJ, right? Oh no.
October.
And then LJ is on October 6th.
Okay, that's decently spaced, but it's still a crazy
Yeah.
month.
Yeah.
Um,
It's gonna be so much fun.
yeah.
I need to figure out when she's doing her Zoom things.
Oh yeah, I know. I need to
'Cause
read those.
she's doing that read along.
I just didn't want to do like princess something right after those. I wanted
Yeah,
like
that's
a,
fair.
you know, even though I will say princess books when I know it's like a princess in a castle and a whatever, they always sound so bad to me. Like even though I know I'm like I will like this. I just
Yeah.
I have to like trick myself into it. Um but yeah, I need to read the second. I'm probably gonna reread the first one. I also
It's good.
what would be good? A good like uh this would be a good time to read Red Rising if you are looking for something that you can read slowly because it's not gonna suck you
Mhm.
in. Maybe it will. It sucked me in pretty well, but not like in the same way. But it's still like enough to be like okay.
Okay.
But so maybe it'll be a book that won't you can do you don't neglect your whole life doing.
Mhm.
Although we do love that feeling too.
We definitely do. Sorry, I was trying
I
to
need to
find
get
some.
back
There
in.
we
There's
go.
a
There's the read
second
along.
arc in or there's some kind of like it's like the Red Rising trilogy, and then there's like another trilogy that's related. And I've read the
Okay.
first one, but I need to get back into the second one before I forget too much of it. But people I keep seeing on TikTok, people being like, "Oh my god, I love this book! This book!" Like the fourth one, people have like really. I mean, all of them have really good reviews. So I need to do that. You will sob. You will sob at Red Rising.
Will I?
Yes. There's certain parts maybe not, it's not as, like it's not really romance, right? But it is so I don't know. It just gets you.
Got it. But yeah, so I mean, I'm liking the book so far. It's hitting a spot because of missing, 6 hours without Zodiac Academy, and I'm losing my mind.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, fun.
um, but yeah, I'm there's some stuff that I'm definitely interested about. I think Elise is really interesting too.
Yeah. I mean, she should interest me, and I'm sure she will. Watch me read them and
Yeah.
it become, like, my favorite book, and it'll, like,
Uh-huh.
like,
Uh-huh.
but
Uh-huh.
we'll
I'm
see.
not gonna lie. I'm really interested in seeing some Gabriel spicy scenes. He seems so very like posh and buttoned up.
Yeah.
And I want
I
to
don't
see him
know.
not posh and not buttoned up. I
I
mean, I
feel
know
like
he's
that's
not. He
probably
like
what
walks around
someone would
with
feel
his
about
shirt
me.
off all the time. Oh, do you want to? Okay, I'm also a massive asshole. Okay, now this is taking into consideration the physics of Earth and the real world, and I understand that
Good
that does not
insight. Yeah.
necessarily apply to made up worlds.
Okay.
But at some point, someone mentions that Gabriel's wingspan is 8 feet. So I did a little digging in the world of math and science, and an 8 feet wingspan is not a large enough wingspan to lift a 6 foot male. You would have to have 19 to 20 foot wingspan, which is the wingspan that you think for Akatar.
That's how big of wings we're talking about? That's crazy. It's
But
pretty
I
tall.
was like, girls, if you're going to give a number, you need to make sure that that number works for science.
These are the girls who said fatalian and called it good.
But then I'm
I
also
ain't doing
thinking
no
like,
math equation about
I mean, don't get me
wingspan.
wrong, like this is right. So like from fingertip to fingertip is supposed to be your height, right?
Uh-huh.
And
Yeah.
like so I'm like 5'2", right? That would be a big weight, so you're adding
Oh yeah, I
three
guess
more
so.
feet onto that. Like that's a lot of wings, but I'm thinking 20 foot wingspan. Good God.
No,
But yeah,
they must have to do magic stuff.
yeah. I was like, it's still those are pretty big, but I keep so
It's
then
too
in my
big.
head, I was just like like I just had like these little black wings, just
Nice. I picture them little like that too, actually. Like
yeah,
I
no, they're not
just
little. They're
yeah,
not little.
I picture them like the size of like kids' Halloween wings, like that kind of proportions, like, you know?
I mean, they keep bumping into shit, so not really. But and he does that shit on purpose. But like, yeah,
That's hilarious. I've never really thought about it.
Dante is so annoyed with him. I love it. Dante's like, I fucking hate this guy. They're roommates too. I'm just gonna ruin the book for you.
Well, you're only 12 chapters in, so it's not
Yeah,
like really ruining
yeah,
the book.
yeah, yeah.
But
So
that's interesting.
they're the way that
Forced
the
proximity
rooms.
between the boys.
But here's the thing: the way that it works is that they're not separated by houses, like by elemental houses, like they are at Zodiac Academy. There's like one dorm building,
Mhm.
and the bottom like 7 levels or 10 levels or whatever is for like devoted to one of the gangs, and then the upper level is for the others. And then there's a smattering of students in between. Like if you haven't found an allegiance, whatever, like you get put where you get put. And there's 4 to a room, so they have like double bunk beds, and you have Dante and Gabriel are 2 of the people in this room, and they don't like each other. And they're rivals. And Dante's like, I could fucking eat him whole if I was in my dragon form, but he does have another, like, he has 2 elements and I only have 1, so he's technically stronger than me. But, like, it's so there's this, like, yeah. But, like, Dante also being like, I got to his first chapter. So his whole family is werewolves. We know this, right? And he's the
Oh
only
yeah,
dragon. And
it's so random.
he talks about when his order came through, he was at a pitball game with his whole family, and all of a sudden he just like bursts into a dragon form, and they were just like, "Fuck, okay!" Like they were all excited, and he was like, "You should see the family pictures. You got a 20 foot dragon standing behind a whole fucking row of pups." He was like, "If ever you thought I stood out, you would know." And then also he's like, he talks about how like because he was raised in like basically a pack of werewolves, that he's more open to like the tactile behavior of
Oh yeah.
of the of his of or of the order. And he's like, most dragons don't really like, they're more like lone creatures. Like, they don't want that shit. He's like, but I still need a fucking cuddle every so often. I'm going to call my mom. Like, it's really cute. He's like, she's running right now. I can't be with them. I want to hang out.
That's cute. That's so
Yeah.
interesting. And yeah, the storm dragon thing is interesting to me as well.
Oh, most traumatizing for me, book 4.
Mine is book 5.
How do you say no? How do you have your characters get to a point and say, and I get it, it makes sense, it worked out, it was kind of perfect, blah blah blah, whatever. But I mean, that was the only book that I put down and called you. I was like, what the fuck is this? I have never in my life seen someone say no to a mate bond in a book.
Maybe I've read less like mate bond stuff, so I wasn't like I
Mm-hmm.
was just like, but maybe it's more crazy when you've read a bunch of other stuff. Whereas
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay, that's interesting, but also she's stupid. That's
Well,
what I
and
was
that was
thinking.
my thing. I was like, "Are you kidding me? He's been bearing his fucking heart to you for like this whole book, and you're just gonna be a stubborn bitch about it." I get it, but like also,
I know.
I was very mad at her.
But I was
But
more just like
it is
scared for her in the other book.
well, and it was kind of what he needed, and like he admits to that. He's like, if she
Yeah.
hadn't said
Thematically it
no, then
works
I wouldn't
nicely.
have had a reason to change my way. Yeah, it does.
Isn't his mom the one who says that?
Yeah. She's like, I get it. Not only does she say I get it to Tori, but then I think she says something along those lines to Darius, where she was like, the best thing that happened was her saying no to you.
I think that was an 8.5.
Yeah, 5 didn't get me. I was like, evil people be doing evil shit. Okay.
Well, it just like seemed like such a like that bond. Just was seems like that's I don't know. It just seemed
It
particular. Maybe it's just so cruel to Darius and so like
nope, it's Chekhov's gun.
I see. I
You
wasn't
have
really like I just
Yeah, I
thought
was like, you have the possibility of having a weapon that you can unleash on people. That would be the worst case scenario, to have this person who you can't be with, who you're in love with, be bonded to your enemy. Of course you're gonna do it.
but
Surprised
yeah,
you
I guess
didn't do
that
it.
makes sense. I wasn't thinking about it like that. I was still thinking about it like that's a father son. So I think maybe that's what was particularly like I just wasn't thinking on that level. But also I think I thought that you could only have one. So I was like I think I was just
Yeah.
really blindsided by it. Like I was like, wait, what? Wait, what? Um
Mm-hmm. And then
and
we find out that he can have 120 at once.
oh my is that how many it was?
It's like 200 bonded men that he has.
Okay. Yeah, but you were like a couple I don't know how many a couple episodes ago you were talking about like the prophecies and I was like, isn't there something else to that? And I was waiting for you to say beware the bonded men and you didn't say it. So I was like, maybe she doesn't know that yet. But I was
No,
like,
I
and I
knew.
was not
Yeah,
about to say
that
shit.
one made sense. Like, I was like, oh, okay, cool. Like, there's gonna be some bonded something. The one that got me was like, beware the man with the fake smile or whatever,
Yeah, what is that?
with the painted smile. That's Vard.
Does he have a painted smile?
Yeah, it says that so at the end of one of the books, he says like, and then I painted my smile back at like my fake smile, and then at the end,
Mm.
he's
That
like,
I think I remember it being brought up,
yeah,
but I
he
didn't get
like
it.
he like says that he like gives him a real smile, not a little simpering one, and he was just like, the one part of the prophecy you didn't think was about you was beware the man with the painted smile.
Yeah.
And so I think that Vard is still alive.
Yeah, because they do imply that they caught him, but maybe they caught the other.
They caught the other guy. And so I think that that is how things are going to come back into play, because it says at the end of that book, right? Like
Play
many
that
years
slimy
later.
little bitch. Mm.
Yeah, well, and it says like many years later, after right before a new evil reemerges. So like clearly there's going to be more, right?
He's like
And
20.
like,
He's gonna die naturally. They don't.
I
They're
mean,
not immortal
maybe.
in there.
But even still, I think that we could have like a Gen 2 Zodiac Academy situation where like their kids are all going to
Vard's
Zodiac
kids.
Academy. No, like the
Oh yeah. No, I can see a Gen
yeah.
2, but I was just like, and he's gonna be the villain. Like, please
Yeah.
no. But maybe he'll just have
Yeah, I
talked
think
to
he'll
someone
just
and then
maybe
there's a new
yeah.
evil that he created or that he
Yeah,
influenced
or
or something.
well, and he's always like trying to power play, so maybe he's the one that rises, tries to bring about like I don't know, does something. But I don't
Yeah.
think that he's dead. I think that he fucked off somewhere.
It was way too much time spent on that part for him to just be, like, then just
Ye-
randomly killed.
Yep.
So,
Especially because he gave all of his emotions and memories and all the other things into that guy. So like, it's not like but he does, and he says, I was only a servant. And so like, I don't know. I could see like maybe there was a little bit where it's like, no, 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 no. I'm just, I just serve here. And like, meaning I'm not Bard.
mhm.
And they keep
What
cutting
did
him off and they're like, no, you fucking love that shit.
Yeah. Yeah. What did you think about it happening? The end. You were thinking Xavier would get the kill.
Oh,
Left on the job.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah, it was fine. I kind of wanted them to share it,
Yeah,
but
so did I. But neither one of
or
them got
or
it.
like all of them or like
Yeah,
Darius or
Tori. Yeah, Tori was the one who got it.
yeah. But I did like the little the this tunnel scene was interesting because it was like
Yeah.
they were all like kind of doing it together. So it still was kind of like
Hmm.
that.
Yeah.
Um yeah. I also like that she
I
basically just
did like.
blasted everything, but then Dorius with his kiss.
Hmm.
Dorius.
Um,
Darius.
Darius, Darius. I do like that we get a behind the veil where like he like is pulled out of the water and he's like, "Thank you so much," and Hale's like, "You should not be thanking me, sir. We're gonna beat the shit out of
I
you
kn
for
Oh my
eternity.
god, yes.
We're just
Dude,
gonna we're just
yes.
gonna we're just gonna curb stomp you for a millennia."
S
And then
That's
like so
awesome.
here's there was a part of me that was like, why would, because like with Darius knowing that when you think about people they can come back and see those moments, right? And
Mhm.
being like, why would you ever think of this guy again? Like why? And so for them to be like, yeah, we want him to stay in the veil because then he can't cross over, and even if that is a endless suffering, we want everyone who is behind the veil to have a chance at
Beating the
like
shit.
their vengeance. So we're just gonna think of him once a year, and we're gonna laugh in his fucking face. I'm like, that's some
Yeah, that is
some
awesome.
petty shit. Where they're like, oh, yeah, we're gonna make you feel real bad about this every year.
I didn't understand the impact of that scene either because I read
Yeah,
8.5 after
yeah.
that. That's awesome.
But yeah, so we have 7 kids.
It's so
Tori
funny though, it kind of
Tori
is
has
weirdly
7 kids.
like, only
Two of
3
which
merged.
and two of which are definitely dragons because they emerge when Azura emerges.
Dragons?
Yes, one's silver,
Oh,
one's
and the other
gold.
kids aren't born yet, right? Or something?
Oh, they're all born, but they're not old enough to. So they're
Oh,
like
the
5,
oldest
7-ish.
twins. Yeah,
Yeah, the
that's the
oldest
dragons.
twins. Yeah, so Azura, it's when they're all playing in the woods with
Mhm, they
Orion,
all
and
it
she
all
fucking
happens at the
lights
same
the
time.
fucking tree on fire, and Lance is like, "Help!" And then Gabriel comes over and he's like, "Her emerging is causing the other ones to emerge," and then they like run over, and she's just like a 3-year-old with fucking flaming wings, and now they've got 2 dragons and little wolf boy just being like, "Woo!" Like, I'm here for it. Yeah, it's
That's
very
so
funny.
funny. Oh
It's
my
very funny.
gosh,
I
yeah.
love that he's like having a 3-year-old is already a lot of work. Now she's got flaming fucking wings.
Good thing he's got, what, air and water? Just 2 things to douse.
Hmm. Yep. I don't know if I love the names of the children.
What are the names again?
I mean, Tori and Darius have like 7 kids that I don't know. One of them is they're interesting names, but I kind of
At least they
love
didn't do
hate.
Albus Everest type beat.
True. I do kind of love hate that they named their daughter Blue.
Yeah.
Azura? Azur, that's blue.
Yeah, but then it's like speaking it's born out of their love.
But Archer is super cute.
Yeah, I like that name.
It's like Archer Hunter, right? Because he's an Orion. So like it's cute. It's a little
Yeah.
uh-huh. Um yeah, so that's cute. And then oh, I wanted to know what you thought about Caleb's son being named Kale.
Oh yeah. That was funny. Yeah. Uh, it's just random, honestly.
Yeah,
It's
Kale and Alara are his kids' names.
it's interesting because that's kind of a nickname for Caleb, but
Yeah,
they kind of name it's like a,
they named him
a Ju-
after the
like between
Jupiter's
L.
moons. Yeah,
Yeah. Um. No, I think it's cute. Um. Yeah, they're my favorite, honestly.
I think
Um.
that Max and Geraldine's daughter has a ridiculous name.
What is it? What is her name?
Augustalina?
But Geraldine would.
Augustalina?
Oh, did you love Wilbur, by the way? I meant to ask you about that last time because you had just finished 8.5. Wilbur, Grandpa Wilbur.
I
Sorry,
don't have a
Well,
clue what you're talking about.
Geraldine's grandpa, Grandpa Wilbur,
I don't remember Grandpa
from
Wilbur.
8.5. Felicia's friend.
Oh, yes! Yes! Clearly, you know how much I loved that short story. If I don't fucking remember Wilbur, Jesus fuck.
I thought you would just like. I thought you'd think it's
That's the
funny
name of
because
this
he's such a
episode.
little.
I don't remember Grandpa Wilbur. That's the name of the
He's
episode.
like a
Do you
Neville
remember Grandpa?
Longbottom. He's like a Neville Longbottom version of Geraldine. Geraldine with no balls.
I love when they pants him and they're like, "Why the fuck won't you get like?" They're like, "Good God, Bruce, what the fuck?" They're like, "Why do you never want to shift in front of us?" And he's like, "I'm shy."
Yeah, yeah. I'm sorry. Anyway, I just completely ADD. But
I do love him.
yeah.
I love that he like. I love that he put the stone back into the palace. Such a gross thing to do.
It really is. It's so
Just
funny.
like a just there. We're just gonna put it there. It's fine. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, yeah. Oh man, I feel like we talked about all the interesting ones. But did you like Caleb scene where he's like where he fights his mom?
Yes. I didn't catch on at first. I was like, what the fuck is happening here? And then I was
I
like,
know.
oh, this is what we're doing.
Yeah, but then like the after scene where he like
The
walks in and I was like,
yes.
yeah,
Yes.
yes.
And I love that his mom knows it. Like he just texts her like, you know, North Tower. That was a really bad first thing to come to my head, but whatever. He's just like the hill of Ost.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
she just knows like yeah, she's like, yep, he's gonna challenge me right now. And like I love that she's just like, I love you, but I'm not gonna go easy on you. And he's like, yeah, I get it. And they just beat
Yeah.
the shit out of each other for like an hour. And
She's
then
just
when
like,
it's done, she's
look
like,
at
I'm
him.
super proud. I love that she's like, I'm proud of you. And I know that you're gonna change things. Go change them. Like go do you, babe.
Yeah.
I'm worried, but go do it. And I love that they didn't like just reinstate the council. Like they didn't just do like
Yes.
the 4. They went way back to the 12.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. What'd you think of the trap? Did you see it coming?
Um, I didn't see it coming. I thought it was a little anticlimactic. I didn't think they really like they could have the story would have been just fine without Clyde.
I think so too. But at least it makes like the larger like curse make sense, you know?
Yeah.
'Cause that, yeah. If there was just no Imperial Star, that would be different.
Yeah.
And they could have easily had the same exact book without that.
Yep.
There's just like an added threat of being like, if he
Yep.
gets this, we're all
It
fucked.
yeah.
Which is
And
interesting.
it was yeah.
Yeah.
Like it could have it wasn't necessary, I don't think.
Yeah.
It wasn't like word keys.
No. But at least, you know.
But it does give more like stars on the page. It gives more lore. It get and I can see that like maybe coming up later, especially with the like factions within the stars. Like there's stuff that they could go with that. But I was like,
Yeah.
it was not necessary. Like it could have just been Lionel and his fucking bitch queen.
God, yeah. Yeah.
I do think that I think book 8, maybe book 7. That's when they're in the burrow, right?
7 is the yeah.
Yeah, 7 might be one of
That
my
feels
favorites.
coziest, yeah.
That is one of my favorites. I liked 8 a lot for the Seth and Caleb stuff.
I
So I
do
was like,
think, like, that magic in that book, like, that was kind of a needed dimension of, like, the
mm-hmm.
new magic, and
Yeah.
it's probably the
Yeah,
only way
you
you would have
definitely
ever come across it.
yeah, you definitely need the ether there. Um you know what my absolute favorite thing of all times was? And this
Hmm.
is because I'm such a fucking Lance, that they got married in the Library of the
Oh,
Lost.
yes, that was
I loved it
cute.
so much. I loved it so much.
And then she was like, "This is yours."
Mm-hmm. She's like, you can call it whatever you want. The Library of Lance Orion that nobody can touch. And I love that he's like, don't fuck with me right now. That is not something to like toy with me. And she's like, no, seriously, dude, it's yours. And he's just like,
And then Arnold's
okay.
like, "What the fuck?" They're like,
Arnold's
"No."
totally fine. He was like, she gave us money to make sure that all this stuff stays good. She gave us a grant. It's great. We're fine. Do
Didn't
what
it
you
look
got to
the
do
other
with
way
it.
while you
Nobody
guys
can
fuck
touch
down
me.
here?
Yeah, pretty much. He's like, can you just fucking like make an office, make a fuck office,
Yes.
make a
God,
fuck
that's so
dungeon, make a sex dungeon down here that has no books in it.
funny.
Yeah,
It is funny.
the archway has books on it. So cute, so cute.
Yes.
I want to be married in a library so fucking badly.
Um, Gosh, that's cute. That's cool. Yeah, I feel like there's nothing else. The things that I was like, oh, we have to talk about. Well, obviously the ending, and obviously, the little scenes. I think the epilogue was good. It was very fan servicey, but I like didn't even care.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. That's what epilogues are for.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, like 60 pages of fucking happily ever ending. Let's go.
After the trauma,
Yeah.
that trauma, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's just crazy. But
I love that Max and Geraldine are just like, he's like, she's already influencing, so don't give her ice cream all hours of the day. And Geraldine's like, she's not influencing. You just can't say no to your daughter, you dumb shit. She's gonna be a Cerberus. You watch. And he's just like, it's like such a typical parent thing. Like,
yeah,
it's like, she's not influencing you. I have this, like, we have the exact same arguments, me and Topher sometimes. He's like, she knows what she's doing. I'm like, bruh, she does not know what she's doing. You're just weak. Or same vice versa, where I'm just like, no, she needs this thing, and he's like, she does not. She's just like, this is you. You just need to say no, and I'm like, nah, I don't need to say no to her. They can have
that's funny.
17
That's like
popsicles a day.
every night Odin like starts screaming and wants to be pet, and they pet him for like 20 minutes, and then I will get up and I'm like, I have to go take a shower, and he will do this thing where he slaps my leg as I walk away, like, please come back.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, and Kill's like, just go take a shower, and I'm like, but I can't. What am I supposed to do? Like, because he's like, it's the saddest thing ever. I'm just
It's gonna be so rough when they're kids.
like, I know. Dude, the distracting Gabriel plot is so funny.
It's so funny. I love when he finally gets his
And I love
stick.
that Leon's right.
Yes. I love that there's a moment where he's like, this one's doing this one's doing this, and Gabriel's standing over there with a stick, and he's just like, is it a good stick?
Yeah. So funny.
Yeah. I love that Bard's like, I haven't gotten any new visions, your sire. All I'm getting is images of a giant nest.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very funny.
Did you write anything this week?
Nope. But I have been thinking. And I think I
Nice.
have some. I think I have some lore fixer-upper stuff that I'm gonna do.
Nice. I started another story. Well, one I think I told you about. But Yeah, it's
You're like
developing.
you're like the jack of all trades of storytelling. You're like, I've got 17 chapters to 17 books.
Yep. This one's
Yep.
like it's probably like 600 words so far. I've just been writing like 200 words at a time or something like that. Kind of like Blade Runner, but fantasy. So like
Okay.
corporate dystopia, but with magic.
Okay.
Um, so like my person's like a hex undoer, hex breaker, just whatever.
You told me about
But
this.
she does that as like yeah, like a handyman type
Like a
thing.
handyman, yeah.
But like her apartment this month she couldn't afford the nice lights, so she got like orange fluorescent nasty lights because they're magic lights, but they're facilitated by this fucking
Mhm.
corporation or whatever. Anyway, there's subscription lights in her house, and they change color
Okay.
to nicer or less if depending on how much money she has. Uh, and
Nice.
uh, and it's like just this gigantic city, just like she lives on Street 12. She lives in the 1240s, and so it's like turned into this kind of like capitalist hellscape. I wonder if it's based
Nice.
off of anything.
I can't imagine that it's based off anything.
But I
No.
like to do a mix of fantasy with it too. Like
Yeah. When you were telling me about this hex handyman thing, I was like, how funny would it be to write a story where like how you have like Rachel Ray, but like of like a witch, so she just does like home potions and home magic and like potions in 30 minutes or less. Like her whole
dude,
that's her whole little like
she has a YouTube channel.
she's a yeah, she's like a
The witchy.
TV, yeah, she's like a TV witch or whatever. I feel like that'd be so funny to just be like, what? Like that's just her whole little shtick. I
Dude,
mean, shit's gotta go wild and be weird and crazy or whatever. But like, yeah, I was like, that would be funny. It's just like, and welcome back. This week we're talking about how to cleaning cleaning potions or whatever. Like, little
yeah,
like to like
so funny.
old wives tale type remedies stuff where it's like not big magics, but it's like cutesy little for like
Yeah.
housewives, like a
It's
50s
like cozy
housewife.
fantasy. Yeah.
Yeah, or like the like a Julia Child story, but it's a witch. Where like she rises up through the ranks of men and then she gets her own TV show and like
Mhm.
yeah,
Dude, that'd be cute. There's the cozy fantasy is something we have never have you ever read a cozy fantasy?
I have
They've
not
never
read a cozy
appealed to
fan.
me, but I've heard of what is it, Lattes and Legends or something.
Yeah.
But it's like, this warlock works in a coffee shop.
Yeah.
It sounds like it's kind of up like in the Zodiac Academy realm actually of like just kind of magic and also kind of silly and fun and chill
Yeah.
and like,
I'm here. I
um
would be interested in it. Like maybe that's what I'll read
interested to
next.
see
It's
what
like a
it's
little
about, but I feel like there's
yeah.
so many that I would be like bored with. But
Yeah.
maybe yeah, I kind of do just want like that crack book feeling.
Yeah.
Okay, till next time.
Keep reading.
Bye.